Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the 392. So we've got some kind of cool things planned for this, and appointments coming up to get some stuff done here pretty quick. So we are doing custom graphics on all of the off-road vehicles. So the Gladiator, the 392, and a special one that you're going to see soon. So stay tuned to future videos. But today we're going to get started on the 392, that's to do the graphics. I'm going to have to tear a bunch of stuff apart, unfortunately. So we're going to be doing a hood graphic, and then we've also got some side graphics that we're going to do down here. Pretty common that in this little relief area for the side vent, for people to put graphics, but we're going to do custom graphics in there on both sides. So to do that and do that well, I'm going to actually pull the front fenders off and these vents so that they can get wrapped right in nice and tight on that. So to remove the fenders, there are a few bolts. There is one up here, another one right there, one up in this hole, and that is probably the most difficult one. Then another one here, and another one here. After that, it's all just clips that are in the fender and holding the body. That is honestly probably the most painful part, because you just kind of have to grip it and rip it. Clips will break. When I did this on the Gladiator, I think I had a total of 5 or 6 that did not break, and I think there's 8 or 9 on each fender. And I had 5 or 6 total that did not break. So it doesn't seem to, everything I've seen from other people online doing this, and my experience, it does not seem to damage the fender at all. There is a locating pin in the center, so you definitely want to make sure that you kind of try to pull it off straight. I did break one of those off on the Gladiator, definitely want to be cognizant of that. So we're going to get started pulling this off. Start by pulling those bolts. Alright, so here comes the part that's not very fun, but you basically just have to grab the fender and pull, and it does take a little bit to get it to release. And there they go, breaking. Okay, so I've got the fender pulled away now. You can see there's a couple of clips that stayed in and did not break. And then there are clips that did break. So you can see we've got the wiring here. That's for the indicators. So we need to disconnect that, and then the fender's off. Alright, so then what I like to do is just grab some needle nose pliers, and you can go around and get underneath here and just kind of squeeze the tabs together and pull these out. Of course, any of them that are good, we'll go ahead and save. Any of them that are broken, we'll just toss out. So if you are going to remove the fenders for any reason, I do recommend that you order some new clips prior to doing this. There are some available on Amazon that are black. These are original OEM ones are white. But it really doesn't matter, you're not going to see them. So All right, so it looks like there are actually 11 clips, and on this side I had 2 that it looks like did not break. So get yourself some clips. It's pretty much guaranteed that they're going to break. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to remove this vent piece right here, because the graphics are going to go right here, so they'll actually wrap down inside to really make it nice and tight and looking good. So I found on the Gladiator that I'm not sure how well you can see, but there are 3 small white push tabs, and the easiest thing to do is to get underneath there with a set of needle nose pliers, and again, just kind of like the other clips, you just want to try to squeeze those locking tabs in so that it releases. I did already do some damage to the side vent on the Gladiator when I did it, and that's how I figured it out. So when I pull it off, I'll show you in a little bit more detail how that comes apart. Alright, so this is the inside of the vent. It actually is 2 separate pieces, and the clips that hold it on are on the inside. So if you just go and try to start getting a tool in there and prying out, you'll actually pry the outer piece away from the inner part of the vent, which is what is actually holding it to the body. So what I did was I had to use a couple of different needle nose pliers, but just went in and squeezed the tabs to release, and I used that little pry tool to help put pressure on it so that when the tabs released, it popped out. The opposite side just kind of sits in there, so it kind of locks into the groove, and then the clips hold it in place. So most of the time, like in this case, once that last clip to release, it just went kind of flying off. So definitely not a big deal for it to fly off like that, but you definitely don't want to just simply try to pry on it and pry it out, because you can damage it quite easily. But this side is now ready for cleaning and prep. You can see there is quite a bit of dirt and everything down in there. So I'll get this all cleaned up, and again, this is the area that is going to get the graphics. So we'll get that cleaned up really, really well and make sure it's prepped and ready. So driver's side done, hood done, just need to clean it up. Now I just got to pull the passenger side fender, and we'll be all set, ready to polish this thing out, get it over to the graphic shop. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe. Obviously, there's quite a bit more work to do on the 392 here. I've also got a bunch of work to do on the Gladiator, so we'll be seeing that here pretty soon. And then we've got another special buy here that you haven't seen yet. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can see the new toy as soon as we reveal it. So thanks for tuning in.